Hey, it's Terri Murphy, Tuesday with Terri, another way for you to communicate with power and persuasion. And today I want to talk to you about the power of presentation. I just recently left a 5-day intensive, it was a big boot camp, basically. And I'm watching these people who are studying presentation skills. And I have to tell you something. Content is so important. Data is so important. Um, Exchanging information to help someone get where they need to understand or get to where they want to go is critical. But here's what came to me because it was in Las Vegas where everything is gigantic. It's over the top. And when you go to a restaurant, it's all shishi and fun, or it has some kind of entertainment factor. But the Let's just take an example of a great big beautiful prime rib, and you've got this beautiful prime rib and you burn it. So you started with some great content. You had the meat as an analogy, but you blew it when you presented. And maybe you didn't have good voice modulation with voice intelligence. Maybe you couldn't make your PowerPoint work, or maybe you just didn't start off with enough of a narrative to make people want to even listen to you. At the end of the day, data is data. It supports the facts. That's a good thing. But if you don't have presentation, if that steak comes out on a plate and you're at the French Laundry, you're expecting a piece of parsley. You're expecting something to engage. That's what the story does. It engages people. And it's not that you're telling a random story, you're telling a story about what you're trying to communicate. So if it's a case for a court, you don't give them the data dump in the beginning. You give them the circumstances, the relevance, and you make it general. You make it general enough so people want to hear more. And then you get into the meat of the situation. You want to be able to present with charisma, with persuasion, how you look, how you stand. How congruent is your body with telling a story? Do you use demonstratives like your hands, or do you use demonstratives like PowerPoints? And then the third thing is, if you continue to lose the engagement because you're not making eye contact, or you're looking down, or worse, you're giving me your back as you turn around to look at the PowerPoints, it's time for you to practice. That's the only thing that does it. And we spend so much time working in our business and not on our business. Presentation is required for any situation that you're in, whether it's a job interview, whether you are presenting to a client or a customer, if you're a doctor or a dentist. What is your process for connection? And again, you don't have to tell a story, but eye contact is a great way to start. Um, Actually acknowledging someone's there. Now, you've heard me say this time and time again. People want to be seen, valued, and heard. And while I'm speaking about this trip to Las Vegas, as you know, there's the hardworking staff that come in and set up the rooms and refresh the towels and whatever. And I'm one of those people that wants to make sure that it's not a lot of work because I know how much work it is to do that. And I got the sweetest note from a little lady on a little bitty, basically it was something that you put your glass on, and she just and she carefully printed, "Thank you for acknowledging my work with a tip. I so appreciate it." And you can tell that it was hard for her to write that, but she was seen, value, and heard. The story is, even if you don't see the results, people hear and they experience you. And I'm saying, how are they experiencing you? Are you distracted with your phone? Are you distracted in your clothing? Are you distracted because you're looking everywhere else but them? Are you presenting in a way that make people want to stay connected with you? Join me every Tuesday for Tuesdays with Terri when we give you a little tip on how to see yourself differently so that people know, love, and trust you, and you can be the rock star of your next presentation. And if you'd like my ebook on the 10 tips to make you the rock star of your next presentation, just email me at terri@terrimurphy.com, and I will see you next week with another way to make you look terrific from the platform.